Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we'll be talking about this Tandorio GMT watch powered by Seiko NH34. That means 24 joules, 42 hours of power reserve, 21,600 beats per hour. And the bezel action here, it's good. And I'll show you that as we get into the review. This watch here was actually sent to me by AliExpress, so I'll be doing an honest and unbiased review as per usual, really. Now, the link to the listing will be in the description below the video, so do check it out if you're after a sharp price. And now let's dive in and talk about the details. Let's talk about the case, because this Tandorio GMT absolutely nails its proportions. Now, the listing says 37 millimeters, but in real-world measurement, it's actually 38 millimeters across the case. It's 13.1 millimeters thick, has a 42.6 millimeters lug to lug, and a 20 millimeters lug width. So yeah, it's compact, but not small. And it wears with surprising authority. Now, the profile here is where things get really interesting. It's got this almost pebble-like design, not bulbous, not slabby, more like lean muscle. The case flanks are tall and slightly convex, giving the watch a composed, sturdy feel. They're polished throughout, and they even taper ever so slightly underneath, almost folding into the wrist like a subtle Captain Willard curve, but more restrained. There's also a refined, polished bevel running from that polished flank to the brushed lug hoods. The lugs themselves, short, sharply angled down, tool watch style. And then there's the bezel, a 3mm tall sandblasted coin edge that's deeply notched and grippy with no overhang. It feels absolutely solid. Up top, we get a high-polished ceramic insert with a 24-hour scale printed in crisp white, tying into the GMT function. It's sleek, shiny, and it reflects light like obsidian, giving you tool watch utility with a luxury look. Finishing it off is a screw-down crown at 4 o'clock, a bold choice considering the date window sits at 3, but it's guarded, unsigned, and polished at the tip, just like the rest of that reflective flank. And at 6.2 millimeters in diameter, it fits the case beautifully. This isn't just a tough little diver, it's a design exercise in balance, light, and curvature. Let's quickly touch on the strap. It's a basic black rubber strap, secured by standard spring bars, and no quick release here. There's no Tandorio branding on it, and while it's fairly thick and durable, I'll be replacing it pretty quickly. Underneath, there's a subtle texture to aid ventilation, and the polished steel buckle is unsigned, very utilitarian. Flipping the watch over, we're met with a screw-down case back. Around the edge, we get the usual engraving. 200 meters water resistance, sapphire crystal, automatic movement, and full stainless steel construction. Simple, effective, and functional. Now let's turn to the bezel, a 120-click unidirectional setup with a high-gloss ceramic insert. The rotation is incredibly satisfying. Each click has a crisp metal-on-metal snap that's precise and tactile. Thanks to the tall sandblasted coin edge, it's extremely easy to grip, whether you're gloved or barehanded. It aligns perfectly at 12, and while there's minor backplay between clicks, it's springy rather than loose, never floating. The resistance is medium and uniform throughout the cycle. Honestly, it feels impressively engineered for the price. A real standout. Now we arrive at center stage, and it's a thoughtfully executed setup. The synthetic sapphire crystal here is a flat slab, but it's beveled subtly at the edge, adding a touch of dimensionality. What's rare is how the crystal sits ever so slightly below the ceramic bezel insert. Not flush, not raised, just fractionally recessed. That gives this watch a distinctly tool watch character, signaling real-world ruggedness and scratch resistance. As we descend past the crystal, we hit a tall rehaut, sloping sharply down into a piano black glossy dial. It's not enamel, but the sheen is rich and deep. No sunburst, just a clean mirror gloss finish. The rehaut transitions seamlessly into the dial, and everything from the ceramic bezel to the printed minute markers and applied indices reinforces the symmetry and high contrast of the piece. Applied indices are circular for most hours, but at 6 and 9 we get elongated, rounded batons, and at 12 a classic downturned triangle. All are white, edged in chrome. The branding is also clean. Tandorio printed in white under 12 o'clock and automatic in white with GMT in red just above 6, a nice color cue that matches the fourth hand. That GMT hand is bright orange, arrow-tipped and loomed, distinct from the rest of the handset, which is broad, white-filled and chrome-edged for excellent legibility. The white date window at 3 sits neatly in a crisp cutout, maintaining dial symmetry. And in low light, the lume performance is solid. It emits a greenish-blue hue, applied consistently to indices, hands, and the GMT pointer. The tall rehaut and beveled crystal edges create light play and soft glow reflections, enhancing legibility and visual impact. Powering the watch is the dependable NH34, a Seiko automatic movement with GMT functionality. It offers a 42-hour power reserve, 24 joules, reliable, easy to service, and perfect for a daily driver with globe-trotting ambitions. So what were your thoughts about this GMT watch by Tandorio? Personally, I really do like it. I think this one is a keeper. Also, that bezel, the bezel action which just basically pushes you on, it's just so addictive. It's really nice. I do like it. And I like the play of polishing and the sandblasted finishes here. It's an interesting piece, definitely. So I'll be leaving the affiliate link to this watch in the description below the video. Do check it out if you're after a sharp price. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.